Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another round of Adiraiju plays Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. Last time around, we got something nice from...
Spyro, the magic of this sacred rune will grant you the power of Wing Shield.
And he means it too, by the way. He'll grant us the power of Wing Shield, which basically lets us fold both our wings over our face and sit there and take any hits that come our way, unless they're really strong hits. Yeah, that's just not really the best defensive ability, and it's generally most recommended that you either charge or flame or electrocute any enemies that come your way. The Wing Shield is... honestly, it's next to useless, but we got it on Luau Island, so I might as well pick it up. Whoops. Now, what's this here? Why, it's our next mission.
Hooray! You did it! The swirly thingy is working! Step right in, and it will take you up to the clouds. Try not to get dizzy. I did and almost lost my ham and sheep sandwich. Ha! Sheep? Did I say that?
Did I say sheep? Yeah, how do you fit a sheep in a sandwich? I don't want to know. Well, it's sort of like they say, the sheep sandwich is easy to make. Take one sheep, one thing of mustard, 2 slices of bread, 1 long rope, and then put the slices of bread on either side of the sheep with the rope. That ought to do it. Now comes the problem, biting into it. At any rate, this is our next area. That swirly thingy is going to take us up into the clouds just like Mr. Bear said. Welcome to Cloud 9, folks. Next area in the game. That was a wide mouth.
Hey, Spyro! The Riptocs have invaded our palace and sabotaged the machines powering our hourglass. Your electric breath would be perfect for powering the machines. No one around here can get any sleep. Can you help us?
Alrighty then. So, that's sort of the main mission of the episode. The Riptocs have screwed up some machines that are allowing them to sleep, I guess? And now we have to go out there and reactivate the machines with the electric breath. Hey, how does he know we have electric breath anyway? Whoa! Now, in one fell swoop, you saw the main Riptoc and the main fodder enemy little guy that you'll be feeding to Sparks. These little star things. Other than that, this is Cloud 9, and don't let its appearance fool you. Whoops, hello. Hello, newest rune. Cloud 9 is probably the most difficult level yet, purely because it's the first level where bottomless pits all over the place are the norm rather than the exception. Why do I have a feeling that there's something to do with these potted plants? Do I have to jump on them? Wait a minute. Fire breath. Well, I killed it! That's terrific. I guess they don't give you gems. I thought I remembered when I was younger. Igniting the potted plants did something, but I don't remember what. At any rate, this is one of these... Oops, there's the other enemy of this game. Woo! So, there's those little guys that are like cupids who attack with the bows and arrows, and there's the big guys who attack with pillows. So, I guess this sort of is a weird, sleepy time in the clouds sort of, I don't know what you could call it, but anyway. Whoa! Not sure what that was supposed to be. This is one of the most aggravating parts of the level. There are a lot more headbutt-only, faces than usual in this level. And wouldn't you know it, it's the same level where there are a lot of clouds and high places to fall from. Okay, don't be afraid to charge these things. The other things are vulnerable to getting hit with the other things are vulnerable to getting hit only with the fire breath, but the cupid things are relatively weak, and you can take them down pretty easily simply by charging into them. Of course, watch where you charge in this level, because after all, bottomless pits everywhere and all that. Not sure what this moat thing is here for. It's not a moat, it's a pool. Not sure what a pool thing is here for. Maybe it's supposed to represent, I don't know, tea before you go to bed. I don't really like tea, though. Coffee? No, coffee definitely not. Vodka. My kind of nightcap. Whoops. And 2, and yosh, almost went down there. Well, only one way to go, I suppose. Fortunately, Cloud 9 is relatively straightforward. Could have sworn there was another. Never mind. Cloud 9 is relatively straightforward compared to a lot of other levels, especially the ones later in the game. Cloud 9 itself is relatively, well, yeah, there's sort of a point A and a point B, and a relatively straight area in between. Oh, a thief! What have you stolen, you thief? What's that? It appears to be, oh, it's one of those, rods Kirby, whoa boy, it's a star rod. So Kirby's probably looking for this, or at least somebody else here is. Oh boy, so is this the guy who we're trying to give? He looks like it. Hey dude, guess what we got?
Thanks, Spyro. Now I can power up the swirly.
The swirt? Oh. You know, the area that's so obsessed with swirlies, I was sort of expecting the sewer level of the game, but I'm kind of glad it wasn't the sewer level, because that would be dreadful. Now we can power up the swirly. Now stick your head here. Oh boy. Charge! Whoop, hello, gem. That's the one thing about this game. It would be about 3 times shorter if you didn't have to get any gems. But the gems sort of make you... That's the thing about this game. It gets a little aggravating with just how incredibly obsessive with exploration it becomes, but at the same time, that same exploration allows you to explore every part of every area. So everything that the developers did, it's almost like the developers were making this and they said, hey, check this out. No, really, check it out. You can't beat the game unless you do. I mean, I know that's a staple of exploration-based games, but the only thing that I don't really care for is the fact that it's always the same thing you're searching for, and it's not really that valuable. You don't get to trade the gems in for special prizes. You don't get to unlock new things. All you really do... Well, that's not quite true. You unlock the good ending by collecting all the gems. It's sort of an anticlimax of an ending, too. But there's no really great ending in this game is what I'm trying to say, I suppose. I hear a midget! I hear a little dragonfly! Just keep grabbing these gems. Although I will admit, having them scattered... Oops. I think that's too far ahead. I don't think we want to go there just yet. Oh, I just got gored. Hey, Sparks, aren't you going to go after the butterfly? No? Okay, then. Whee! The swirly things are pretty much all over the place in this level. You took one to get up here, so it only makes sense that there's going to be a special emphasis on them around here, I suppose. Forward! Whoop! Whoa! Be very careful when jumping. There's a much bigger emphasis on platforming skills here than there was in the previous games. Previous levels, I'm sorry, not the previous games. The previous games are actually a little trickier than this one, from what I can tell, but, oh well. Hello, bug in a bottle. Goodbye, bug in a bottle. You should have stayed in the bottle. How very convenient. I'm just going to electrocute you, thanks. Okay. You know, it's kind of unusual how, the main villains in this stage are... Hello there. Aww. Bubble breath, set and prepared. Now you're gonna want to master, that last minute, that thing right there for this level, because not only are you going to want to master it, whoopsies, because it will help you get the extra oomph for some jumps, but for some jumps it will stop you prematurely just before you go careening off the opposite ledge. And areas like this will... Wait for it, wait for it. Gotcha! Darn it! Okay, should I go for... You know what? No, I think I'll go for that dragonfly first and then grab the machine. Because these little dragonflies are easily the hardest things in the game, and some of them, like that guy, are just aggravating. Especially since you have to jump from platform to platform, and if he sees you in time, he'll run off, and then you have to do a whole new platforming section, and as far as I know, there's no real easy way to get him. Fortunately, I think this is about as hard as they get, and later levels will introduce dragonflies that are in odd and wonky spots, but unlike this guy, they just sit there. Okay, where are they? Where is the last... Wait a minute. I see a shady thingy. Mine. Hot dog. And forward. Whoa, no! Let's try that again. What hit me anyway? Usually, the only reason that Spyro winds up falling like that is because something hit him while he was in mid-flight, or because he's... Whoops. Or because he didn't quite make it all the way, or because he ran into a wall, but that time, I didn't see anything. That was odd. Well, at least now we know where he is. Charge! And... Getcha! Oh no!
Hey, it's Savino.
Hey, it's Savino! Oh, I did die! I caught him, but I died in the process. That's a little disconcerting, actually. Oh well. Wait a minute. You know, now that I think about it, why was I heading to the right in the first place? Why did I head straight ahead? I think I can make it with the glide. Yep, just made it. On second thought, maybe I should try and beat that basket up with a spray of bubbles. I'm not Ash's Squirtle. I can't destroy everything with spam of bubble attacks. I never really got that. I mean, you get the one Pokemon that Ash has that evolves pretty quickly, and then all of a sudden he decides, oh no, wait, I don't think I'll evolve the other one because I like them just the way they are. Only he has this obscenely powerful Squirtle and Bulbasaur by the end of the series run, or at least by the end of, well, I started paying attention to the anime. And as far as I can tell, he just sort of switches them out every few years for whatever new starters there are. And I don't understand that. Grab, grab. And I presume that eventually the new starters become every bit as obscenely powerful as those original ones were back in the day. God, I'm old. We grabbed all the gems. Yes, we did. Forward to Swirly. Now, that's one of the machines that you're going to want to use to power up that generator thing up in the sky. And once you get all these 3 electrical things working, then that thing decides to start working itself, and it starts giving power to that generator way the heck up there. Fortunately, if you happen to die during this section, it's not going to kill you. How do I put this? It's not going to kill your progress, rather. If you die, it's not going to kill you. Well, no, it kind of is. But, at any rate, once you grab all these gems here, feel free to move on to the next area. That's this game in a nutshell. Once you grab all these here gems and all these here dragonflies, you move on to the next area. There's no bosses. Well, no, that's not true. There's one boss with 3 parts in it. And that's a little bit annoying, but it's not as obnoxious as you might think. Now, there are gems everywhere in these levels, so just make sure you scour high and low and collect every single one you can. Gonna get that cloud. Yes, made it. Hello, what's this? Oop, that's the laundry. I'll get it in a moment, but first, let's circle around, circle round and round and round. And now we... Nope, that's where we came from, which means that we're going to head in to this next area. What's in here? Let's find out.